This week on Maximize Minimal Living, Curtis and I actually get back to the outdoors in search of Clarendon Falls 1 and 2. The first one, right off the highway, super easy to find, and a great little scamper. The second one, 1 kilometer uphill, more difficult, more technical, but a lot more impressive as well.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video here on Coastal Trails Media, and today Curtis and I are back at it. Finally, for the first time in 2022, we're going on an adventure and we might take it to the next level. And we're actually here in Welsford today, and we're going down to Clarendon Falls, both 1 and 2. So the first one is really close, right off the road, and so it shouldn't be terribly long to get there. And then the next one's about 1 kilometer hike in, so we're gonna go up that way, and we are going to try again this year, couple weeks earlier than last year, to get into falls and go for a swim. So let's head down the hill and let's see if we can get there. All right, so as I mentioned, I'm with Curtis, and basically when you're coming from Welsford, you pass the Irving, you take the hill towards Bald Point, and then you just keep coming down the hill till you cross this bridge, and then there's a parking lot on that side, and we assume that the trail is, I would assume, down that way. So we're gonna head down there. We pretty much hear it right off the road. And then the second one is across the street up that way. So let's get into it. Today, at least it's sunnier than last time, but it is only 5 degrees. The water's looking chilly already. So they do mention in the book that all these trails are pretty steep, so you want to definitely make sure you're wearing good shoes, you take your time, and use your trees on the way down. Preferably don't hold the camera like an idiot, and you should be all right. Don't go down that way. Always find it helps to go down sideways a little bit, and it just gives you a little bit more traction and prevents you from falling down face first. If you have a tendency to slide, it's easier to control your slide going sideways. I guess that's the first set of falls right there. The book says to navigate some big boulders, so we might try and crawl up along here and just see what's on the other side.
We die on this shit.
Alright, we're good. Use the rock. explosive we're gonna get, because all of that's overhanging ice. And even if we could get over there, which we probably could, that stuff would fall under your weight for sure. But it's kind of cool, you can actually see the water pouring through from underneath. Clarendon Falls Adventure Trail. We're gonna throw the timer on, start heading uphill, and see where we get to. Can't tell if Curtis is in the shot, but. You ready, Captain? Woo! Onwards. So apparently, it's uphill quite a ways, but then it eventually levels out. It's about they say it's what, a kilometer? But they also say it takes 20 minutes, which doesn't really jive in my brain. But that's what we're here to find out.
Got pretty snowy because it's still a little cold in New Brunswick, so it's gonna get a little bit more treacherous and a lot more slippery. So we'll try and be a little careful with our feet placement, and we'll continue on.
At this point, we're just standing in 3 or 4 inches of snow. All right, so we've come to the top of the hill now. And this is where it talks about leveling out. And you can see above us there's a big power line. And so from here, supposedly, it should be pretty flat. Once we get in the open, you can actually see the towers. Woo! It's kind of nice to have some open view though. The other thing I want to mention is they talk about follow the trail. I mean, it's pretty easy to follow. But there's also these flagging tapes. I've heard pink, I've heard orange. Right now they're pink. So, and you can actually see across when we get there. There's another one. So in theory, as long as you keep following the pink flagging tape, you should get there no problem. Apparently, a little stream running all this way. So, wear proper shoes. It's gonna be a little rough going from here, I think, just because it is all water and it goes all the way up right through the trees. I think the strategy is going to be crisscross as you can, find the drier spots and avoid walking directly in the 3 inches of water. We've come to a little bit of an impasse where we couldn't actually find the trail markers, and that's because there are a couple of orange ones over here. And so as you're heading up the hill, the trail actually goes left quite abruptly. All right, so we followed that brook down and we've officially come to the big hill on this side, but still you can't see orange, pink flagging tape, so we're just gonna follow it down here. You can definitely hear the water. You can actually see it from here. All right, well, so the ribbons do go up that way, but the pool, the lower pool is down there. So what do you feel like you want to do? You want to go up to the top and in the pool?
Follow the ribbons, man. Follow the ribbons.
Follow the ribbons. So this is one of the ones that they actually call a slide fall, and that's just because there's multiple different pitches and elevations where it goes down a bit, then it slides pretty straight for a while, then it comes down, and you can see a pretty big one right here we're coming up on. In the summertime, man, that's a hell of a waterfall, or a water slide, I guess. All right, let's see if we can get a little more up. All right, so we're up at the top now, and It's kind of wild that just this nice little stream becomes that monster of a torrent right there. The information in the book is pretty close. It took us just under 20 minutes to get here. So it's like a good, you know, it's a good beginner to intermediate hike, I would think. It's not terribly complicated. It's really easy to find, and it's not very long. There is that elevation gain at the beginning, but most of the time I think you should be fine if you take your time. If you get winded, you slow down. What an awesome place. Let's get down closer to the base of the falls now. You ready, big boy?
Yeah.
Should have brought my dive boots. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As close as we can get. Well, that's not quite true. This, a little closer. Ugh. Like I said, all about giving you that different perspective. So we come down to the lower part of the falls. These falls are kind of hard to tell how actually tall they are just because they're in so many different sections. But it's still quite impressive. This video, but it's definitely not the end of the adventure. Tune in next week for when we scope this place out for real, and we get in that water, and what we try and do is see just how long we can last. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next week.